And here's a picture of her. My word, she looks posh, doesn't she? Unsurprisingly, Father and Dad, as he preferred to be called when Mother wasn't around, opted for a quiet life and usually didn't speak unless spoken to. He was a big, powerful man, but his wife made him feel small inside. Dad was only 40, but he was already going bored and starting to swoop. He worked long hours in a card factory on the edge of the town. "Did you hide a sausage in your napkin?" Chloe demanded Mum. "You're always trying to get me in trouble," snapped Chloe. This was true. Annabelle was 2 years younger than Chloe, and one of those children adults think are perfect and only children don't like because they're snooty like little goodies. Annabelle loved getting Chloe into trouble. She would lie on her bed in a bright pink room upstairs, rolled around crying and shouting, "Chloe, get off me, you're hurting me," even though Chloe was quietly writing away in the room next door. You could say that Annabelle was evil. She was certainly evil to her older sister. "Oh, sorry, Mother, it just slipped into my lap," said Chloe guiltily. Her plan had been to smuggle the sausage out for Mr. Stink. She had been thinking about him all evening, imagining him shivering out there in the cold, dark December nights as they sat in the warm, eating away. "Well, then," Chloe unrolled it from her napkin and put it back on the plate, ordered Mum. "I'm so ashamed that she was even eating sausages for dinner. I gave your father strict instructions to dispatch himself to the supermarket and purchase 4 wild sea bass fillets. And she comes home with a packet of sausages. If anyone could come around and saw us eating like this, he would think how hideously embarrassing it would be. They think we were savages." "I am sorry, my darling wife," protested Dad. They were all out of wild sea bass fillets. He gave Chloe the tiniest wink as he said this, confirming her suspicion that he had deliberately disobeyed Mum's orders. Chloe smiled at him discreetly. She and her dad both loved sausages and lots of other foods that Mother disapproved of, like burgers, fish fingers, fizzy drinks, and especially Mr. Whippy ice cream. The devil's sproom, Mum called it. "I've never eaten anything from a van," she would say. "I'd rather die." "Right now, all hands on deck as we cleared up," said Mother. When they'd finished eating, "Annabelle, my precious angel, you clear the table. Chloe, you wash up, and husband, you can dry." When she said all hands on deck, what she really meant was everybody's hands except hers, as the rest of the family all went about their duties. Mum reclined to the sofa and started unwrapping a wafer-thin chocolate mint. She allowed herself 1 chocolate mint a day. She nibbled it in tiny pieces. Slowly she made each one last about an hour. "One of my Benedict chocolate mints has gone walkies again," she called out. Annabelle shot Chloe and accused her look before returning to the dinner table to collect more plates. "I bet it was you, Fatty," she hissed. "Me? Nice, Annabelle." "Be nice, Annabelle," called Dad. Chloe felt guilty, even though it wasn't her who had been scoffing her mother's chocolates. She and Dad assumed their familiar positions at the sink. "Chloe, why were you trying to hide one of your sausages?" he asked. "If you didn't like it, you could just have left it." "I wasn't trying to hide it, Dad." "Then what were you trying to do?" Suddenly, Annabelle appeared with another dirty stack of plates, and the pair fell silent. They were waiting a moment until she had gone. "Well, Dad, you know the tramps who always sit on the bench? every... Mr. Stink? Yes, well, I thought the dog looked hungry and I wanted to bring her a sausage or two. It was a lie, but not a big one. Well, I suppose there isn't any harm in giving his poor dog a bit of food, said Dad. Just this once, do you understand? But just this once, Chloe, or Mr. Stink will expect you to feed his dog every day. Now I hid another big packet of sausages behind the creme fraiche. Whatever that is, I'll cook them up for you before your mother gets up tomorrow morning and you can give them. What are you two conspiring about? Demanded Mum from the sitting room. We're just debating which of the Queen's 4 children we most admire, said Dad. I'm putting forward Anne for her equestrian skills, though Chloe is making a strong case for Prince Charles and his unrivalled range of organic biscuits. Oh, very good, carry on, boomed the voice from next door. Dad smiled quietly to Chloe, being very cheeky. And there we're going to stop until the next chapter, which is going to be chapter 3.